Get ready with me. Today I'm going to be showing you how I use this Mermade hair tool. So it actually comes with 3 different attachments. It comes with these 2 curling rods, and then it comes with a 3-barrel hair waver tool. So I'm going to be doing hair curls, switching off. I'm going to do some with this, and then I'm going to film the rest with wave. So it'll kind of just be like a beachy wavy hairstyle. Let me turn this on and get this heated up. I'm going to curl it with this first, and then I will film the rest with the hair waver. If you hold it, you can adjust, so I'm just going to put it at that 375 right there. I had my Galentine's party on Sunday, and if you guys watched my last hair tutorial, you would know that we were doing charm necklace making. So I want to show you my charm necklace, and then I'll teach you how I'm using this tool. I'll show you my charm necklace up close, just so you can see it. Look how cute these charms are. I also got these from Amazon. If you guys want to pick some up, I'll link them. So I chose a camera on my necklace because obviously I love taking pictures and videos. I chose a lightning for my new book series right now because that's one of her signets. And then I chose a book. And then I chose the key just because it's cute and I like that it hangs down. It's kind of like the middle centerpiece. The pink heart is cute. And then the last 2, this one's a scale because I'm a Libra. The last one's a purple crown, and I chose this one also because there's a crown on one of my books that looks just like this, and the cover is this exact purple color. So I guess a lot of book charms. The charm necklaces turned out so cute. I love seeing everyone's personalities and what they picked as their charms. All I'm doing right now is curling pieces away from my face. So I take the hair and I go outwards away from my face and I wrap it, and I try and get as much of my hair as I can. And this is really hot, like it heats up quick, so these curls go fast. There ended up being 6 of us at the Galentine's party, and my best friend came over half an hour before to help me start making the breakfast food. So we did waffles, eggs, and bacon. And we made a mess with the waffles, and the bacon grease was getting like everywhere. It filled up the whole tray underneath that catches the grease on the pan, and then that spilled all over the floor. So all of the other girls showed up at the same exact time, and there was grease all over the floor, all over the place. So it was kind of chaotic, but then they all pitched in. Some people were like chopping up strawberries and berries to go on the waffles, and it ended up being a really, really fun Galentine's Day. I really love hosting girls' nights. Even if you just have like one friend, I think it's fun for you and that other friend to do something together. And I've seen 2 other projects I want to do. One project is where you put flowers on either like a glass frame or a jar, and you glue the dried flowers onto that. If you do it in a jar, it's cute to put a candle inside the jar, so I might do that one. Another idea I've seen is making frames. Like you can glue stuff to the frames or paint the frames and then put pictures inside them. I love doing an activity or a craft when I get together with people, just because it's like something you can be doing while you're talking. So if you have any ideas for girls' nights or craft projects, drop them in the comments. My husband and I might be picking up a kitten tomorrow. The kitten was born in August, so it would only be 7 months old by now. We've been going back and forth on what type of cat we both want, and then we finally decided that we both wanted a British Shorthair cat, and I also told him that I would get a Bengal cat if it was mixed with another cat. We found a Bengal mixed with a British Shorthair cat, so its fur looks really soft, and it's a white color, so I think they call those snow Bengals. Anyway, it's really cute. I'm so excited to go look at it tomorrow. Hopefully we will love it in person and purchase it, because we're driving 2 hours to get it as well. I've curled lots of pieces of my hair now, so I'm going to wave the rest. So I'm turning this off. I'm going to press the button with this hand since the button's not hot, and I'm going to catch this with the gloved hand, remove it, and then I always love having one of these pads. I don't know if you have any of these, but I have 2 of these. They're just rubber pads that you can put your hot tools on. So I'm going to set that there, and then I'm going to attach this piece, and it's so easy. It's just, you just put it together like this, and it snaps into place, and if you want to take it off, you just press the button. So it's super easy. That's all you do, and then I'm going to turn it back on, and it'll heat up this part. And actually, I just realized that metal piece needs to go back there. Now I'm just going to pick up my curls that might be in the way of the other hair. We want a cat and we want a dog, but we want to start with a cat because I feel like cats are just a little easier to take care of. They lay around and sleep all day. You don't need to let them outside. And I grew up with lots of cats. I grew up with a lot of pets actually. Dogs, chickens, hamsters. I had a horse growing up. So I'm really excited to own my own cat with Dylan, and maybe eventually we'll get a dog. We do have a lot of experience watching my sister's dog. My sister has a Malamute, and he lived with us for like 5 months while they were gone. They moved to a different state for a little bit, and then when they're on vacation now, he just comes to our house. So we actually watched their dog these last 2 weeks, and he is so cute. I'm going to show you how to use a hair waver if you've never used one before. So you start at the top, and this one's pretty hot, so it only requires a little bit of heat. And then you're going to line up that top one with the bottom wave that you just waved. So you're going to go over it basically, like that. And I'm looking in my mirror, that's why I'm looking over there. And then just like that. I'm going to show you from a sideways angle if you can see. So this is kind of where that other wave is indented, so that's where I'm going to line it up with. So you're just continuing the pattern of the waver. So see how that piece is like the little wave right there? That's what you want to line this one up with. And make sure you use heat protectant before this. I did wash my hair today, and so I put on heat protectant when my hair is damp before I blow dried it. I watched the first 2 episodes of The Bachelor. I don't know if anyone still watches that show, but I absolutely love it. I've watched it ever since, I think it was like Emily's season or Ben's season is kind of when I started watching. And I've been loving Grant. He is such a good bachelor. I'm not going to spoil anything, and honestly I can't because I don't remember a lot of people's names. But this is the first season I've watched that I can't predict who the winner's going to be, and I'm actually really excited that I have no clue. Now that my hair is done, I like to use a styling cream, and I don't know why, but I always thought styling creams were greasy because I always use this like hair butter stuff that was greasy. This styling cream is not greasy, and I can wake up tomorrow and I swear my hair just absorbs it. Like I wake up tomorrow and my hair feels normal. I use this if I want my hair to look a little bit more beachy and to kind of make the waves and curls go seamlessly together. The styling cream I use is from Day. I'll have it linked to my Amazon storefront, as well as this hair tool and any other products that I've used. I also love using styling cream for slick back hairstyles because, like I said, the next day I wake up and it's like my hair's not greasy. Here's the final look. What do you think? Would you guys try this hairstyle? I'm going to show you the back. Like this video, hit subscribe, and I will see you next week. Bye!